Well, hey friends, welcome to today's Dr. G's Daily Cup of Encouragement. Are we there yet? Anybody out there asking this on this crazy road trip we've been on for the past couple of months? Maybe road trip is a less than appropriate metaphor since we're really not going much of anywhere. I heard yesterday that the price of crude oil is so low that the oil companies are having to pay their customers to fulfill the contracts. And my little gas saver Kia is getting about 1 month per gallon right now. But back in the day when road trips were really happening, a little voice would waft from the back seat. Are we there yet? When the little voice was mine, my dad would say, it's just over the next hill and around the next corner. When we would top the hill and round the corner, we just knew we had arrived. Then Dad would remind us that he said the next hill. We were currently topping this hill. Dad jokes were bad jokes before we even knew to call them dad jokes. I used to tell my own kids we won't ever get there because here is the only place you can be. I roll. If it seems like this COVID-19 trip will never end and we can't see where God's taking us, maybe it's a good time to look back and see where we've been and how God has worked before. When we can't see what God is doing at the moment, it's good to remember, review, and reflect on what He's done in the past. This allows us to recalibrate our lives around His truth and His character. Psalm 111 verses 2 through 4 says, "The Lord's works are great, studied by all who delight in them. All that He does is splendid and majestic. His righteousness endures forever. He has caused His wondrous works to be remembered." As we remember and recalibrate, we're able to adjust our perspective and start looking for God to show up in the right places. Oswald Chambers wrote, "We look for God to exhibit Himself to His children, but God only exhibits Himself in His children." We'll never see God out there until we have seen Him in here. God is not waiting for us to arrive. He is with us on the journey. So here's the question. How will you remember, review, and recalibrate today? Be amazing today, my friend.